says, unfortunately, a lot of celiacs are sensitive to avenin, which is the protein in oats, which can mimic similar symptoms to being gluten. Hence, in Australia, they suggest not to have oats. My gastro specialist says my symptoms are from oat straw in your product. Will you ever be taking this out? I need Ultimate Fibre for my gastroparesis, but I'm getting the same symptoms from it as when I get gluten. Severe dermatitis. It isn't fun. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun, Kat. Yeah, so the thing is, like, if you're naturopath, what did you say, naturopath? Yeah, if your gastro specialist in Australia is recommending Qenda, and she's got a lot of people that have gluten intolerances, and if you can gather enough people, the thing is, basically, if you want to make Qenda without a certain ingredient, we need at least 400 tubs to do a run of it with different ingredients. So if you can gather together with celiacs and people with gastroparesis and stuff that are also celiacs, probably a lot of them, and gather together with them, and if there is a high enough demand for Qenda without oat straw, it's something that Qenda can look at. But obviously they are just flat out right now just making as much Ultimate Fibre as possible, because as much as they make, it sells. So but yeah, so will it ever get taken out? Not out of the original recipe, but if there's enough demand, like if we can do something like 400, if we can get like people that want 400 tubs of the Qenda without it, we can maybe do a production run. And obviously that's not me, that's Mr. Qenda in Australia. But I've said about reformulating and doing certain things, and it's always like it's got to be a minimum of 400, just because whenever you do, obviously the whole machines have got to all be cleaned down, the factory's got to be cleaned down, and then you've got to start again whenever you do a different product. So it does take a lot of time, and all that cleaning time is time when you're not making Qenda that people need. So yeah, if there was enough people over in Australia that wanted it, and it was like minimum of 400 tubs, might be able to do something with it. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that you feel like you're getting gluten. I do react to gluten and I feel terrible from it. Fortunately, I don't really get skin issues from it, but I get achy joints and just feel tired and lethargic all the time. So yeah, I'm sorry that it's creating those issues. And yeah, the thing is, like, when obviously when you've got leaky gut and you've got inflammation in the intestinal lining, yeah, you get intolerant to gluten, because the gluten is the food that you commonly eat, and that commonly passes through the damaged intestinal lining and gets into the blood and sparks an immune response. But then obviously you can get intolerant to anything that you have, and obviously because it's similar to gluten, yeah, it can create those issues. And I'm sorry about that. But Qenda definitely does not include any gluten in it. And yeah, I think I've answered that. I'm sorry to hear you're struggling with dermatitis, and it's great to hear that it's helping with your gastroparesis. But yeah, hopefully you like my two answers, Kat.